Well, everybody, welcome back to Manchester United News. Now, in this video, we'll be talking about Jarrad Branthwaite, players leaving the club, Bruno talks on Ruben Amorim, and much, much more. So don't forget to always leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Another news video. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Now, it was a very interesting article coming out from Jack Talbot. He talked about players potentially coming in and potentially players going out. Now, he talked about Jarrad Branthwaite. He said Manchester United continue to have a long-standing interest in Jarrad Branthwaite, despite the change of manager at Old Trafford. Ineos are a very keen figure on Branthwaite, believing that he can be a key figure at the club as a first-choice left-sided central defender. However, the Toffees see Branthwaite as their most valuable player and maintain an asking price of above €70 million ahead of the next year's transfer window. Now, listen, he's a very good player. Obviously, with United looking to play a back three, he'd be someone who will definitely fit into that role. He's young, he's Premier League experienced, and a very, very talented defender. Now, obviously, the price tag would be something to obviously look at. Now, Ineos, obviously, this is a player they've tracked. It's one of those, it's like Euro. Regardless of who the manager is, they were going to sign him. He's one of those players who's touted to be one of the best in that position and is relatively good. Now, obviously, with Everton's financial struggles, you could be able to get him for at least 40-50 million or even lower than that. I think he is a very good defender. As I said, you look at the defenders we've got Euro, De Ligt, Martinez, Maguire, Evans, him and Lindelof. Maguire and Evans and Lindelof all contract finish at the end of 2025. We're going to need some defenders, especially if Amorim wants to play that back three system. Now, he would definitely be up there. There are definitely other alternatives. You've got Diamande, Iheanacho, obviously two players from Sporting. You've got Lukeba. There's very good defenders out there. Branthwaite would definitely be up there for me. I think obviously we've got Euro and De Ligt, two very good defenders. And I think we do need more defensive depth and quality, and Branthwaite is definitely that sort of player. As I said, 21, 22, Premier League experienced. And yeah, listen, the price tag would be an issue, but I think United would be able to overcome that. Maybe offering a player to go the other way, someone like a Maguire or something like that could be something. But again, listen, would you sign Branthwaite? Leave it in the comments. I think he is definitely a very, very talented player and a very, very good prospect. Now, the next player, Milos Kerkez, obviously, he's a left-back, which I'll talk about. This is from the same article. Manchester United are monitoring Milos Kerkez at Bournemouth. Even though Luke Shaw is back fit, there's real concern over his future at Old Trafford, given the amount of injuries he's endured. Tuamala is getting up to speed too, but he's another whose future at the club is under question. Absolutely correct, that should happen. United have struggled in our left-back department. I think that's massively hindered us defensively, not having that natural left-back. I think, yes, Delo, Masraoui, they've done very, very good shifts there and helped the team out. But again, I think we do need more defensive depth and we do need quality. And I think Milos Kerkez is definitely one of them. He's still very, very young. I think he's Hungarian. He plays for Bournemouth. Very, very good. He's had some good games against United. Very attacking left back and will obviously fit that left wing back role. Obviously, Shaw and Malacia are players who have struggled to get back to fitness. And someone who maybe will leave the club at some point throughout the summer. Or even next summer. Shaw, for me, should be someone Manchester United should definitely get rid of. Yes, he could have a big part to play in the Amorim, but is he really someone you can rely on? So yeah, that's that on Milos Kerkez. The next thing. Elsewhere, a lot will depend on whether Rasmus Højlund and Joshua Zirkzee can find an uptick in form, but if not signed, an elite striker will be in the card once more in 2025. Harry Kane was wanted by Erik ten Hag, but the club also admired the Bayern Munich man. He's one of the other options the club are looking at. Now, Harry Kane seems... Listen, I don't think he'd leave. I think he's very happy at Bayern Munich. He's scoring a lot of goals for them. I mean, depending on where United are in the summer, we'll have to wait and see where Amorim takes us. It will be fascinating to see. I do think we certainly do need an elite striker. I think we do have Højlund, and he's one for the future. He's still learning his trade. Rashford obviously can't really play that role. Zirkzee, he struggled at times to really get into some sort of form at Manchester United. I do definitely think we do need that elite 20 goals striker. I think Ivan Toney was absolutely perfect for us. But obviously, he's at Saudi. There's not many players out there. You've got Harry Kane. The issue is with the sort of frame that Ineos are building, you would look for an upcoming young striker, and that ultimately isn't him. Obviously, that opens the doors for potentially Victor Gyökeres. He would definitely be someone who's on the card, especially having those links to Amorim. I think that's absolutely fantastic, and he would probably be the striker I would go for. Very, very good goal scorer and proven that. Yes, it's in the Portuguese league, but very good. He'll be entering his prime years, 26, 27, and he can definitely have a big impact for Manchester United. But that's down the striker situation now. I'm going to talk about players leaving now. Despite reports, there's no definitive decision over the future of Casemiro. Manchester United appreciate his influence on the squad, and there's a door open for him to improve and get back up running. Christian Eriksen may be allowed to leave if the right offer arises during the transfer window, along with Anthony. The purchase of Antony is seen as a disaster by Manchester United, and he will be allowed to leave on loan to raise his value ahead of the summer. There's an acceptance that United won't recoup anywhere near what they paid for Ajax in 2022, some 95 million euros, and they will hold talks to them over his future in the coming weeks. Listen, those Eriksen, Casemiro and Antony are 3 players I think Manchester United will get rid of. Casemiro and Eriksen, in that midfield. AMORIM has talked about players with intensity. And yes, it's a fresh start and it's a clean slate, and I'm sure AMORIM will use them at this season because he has to. But is he ultimately the players that you want in the AMORIM sort of way? Probably not. Listen, they are very good players and they are good on the ball and they're very technical, but I don't think they have that intensity, that pace and quality that we need. So yeah, I can agree with that. Now you've got to look at replacements for that. As I said, AMORIM likes energetic midfielders. Now Antony, definitely someone I could get rid of. Now listen, he's going to get a fresh slate under AMORIM. He deserves one because every player does. They're under a fresh slate. See where the AMORIM can use him. There's definitely a lot of positions. People are saying left wing back, people are saying right wing back, even in the inside 10. I think it's about just seeing what Antony can offer. Obviously United have made it clear I don't want to get rid of him, and I actually don't mind that. He's on 200 grand a week. He hasn't played. Yes, he's been injured, but I don't think he even gets in the team anyway. He was a player who was signed by Ten Hag, and that was probably the only reason why United signed him. We needed a winger, and Ten Hag probably asked for him. Like, Antony's just not good enough to be that Manchester United standard, unfortunately. Listen, as I said, he will get a chance, but I don't think he is good enough for Manchester United, and someone I can definitely talk about getting money for. Now, Bruno and AMORIM. I'm going to run some quotes quickly. He said, obviously for me, what stands out, as I said to you, the connection he has with the players. You see at the end of the game when the manager's going for your club in the middle of the season with all the things they still have to win. And you see the way they say goodbye to him, the way they feel to make him part of the team and how they treat him. So it shows as a great character, and someone that gives it all to the players. I've seen many moments where Manchester United players were struggling and he has kept his faith in them. He always goes to press conferences and always defends their players and keeps them under himself to give them the best opportunity to shine. He had a really useful team, so they needed that, and hopefully here he can do the same again with the youth. As players with the most experience, we have to help them and help him to get to that and get the best out of every player at this club. I hope he does the same here, because you know a person can change the energy of the space if it's in the right moment. We hope he can come, and this is the right moment for him to come and bring the energy, bring his qualities and his moment knowledge of football, because if he's done something really, really special at Sporting, if someone's out here, it's all about looking at the past. Sporting was about to be 20 years without winning the league, and he got back to win the league, and he won it 2 times in 4 years with a really useful team. It's a moment of change, so hopefully he can change his sphere, and hopefully it's going to be a successful time for all of us. He's a really smart manager that has done really good things for Sporting. Tactically, it's really good. What I've seen from games from Sporting is really good, but obviously, as we always speak, you can't bring or transform what he's done at Sporting into here, because it's totally because we have different players, you have different ways of playing and everything. I'm pretty sure that the idea of football that he has, independent of the way he wants to play, is going to be a good one, and I'm sure it's going to bring a success. That's what I hope, and I'm pretty sure that's what he hopes to listen. Bruno's very happy. Obviously, he's the captain, Portuguese manager, who probably know a lot about him. Obviously, Bruno coming from Sporting, he probably will still keep an eye on them. Listen, Bruno's a very good player, and someone I like a lot, so I wouldn't mind bringing. I'm happy that Bruno's brought him in, and AMORIM's coming to the club. But listen, let me know your thoughts. This has been the latest news. Thanks for watching. Peace.